What's up, Washington fans? What's good, y'all? Tough pill to swallow, man. Tough pill to swallow. I don't even know where to start. I mean, the refs killed us. They killed us, man. We killed ourselves too. We shot ourselves in the foot once again. We are always starting down. 17-3, 10-0. Was it 24-3 or something like that, or 17-3 to start off the game? We always have to start off down. Always. The roughing the passer call on Chase Young, I thought it was ticky-tacky. I thought it was a BS call. I really did. The Trufant pass interference, that was a huge help. Maybe that was a ticky-tacky call in our favor. So Dustin Hopkins is trash. He's got to go. He's got to go. He should not be allowed back on a plane back to D.C. He should not be allowed. He should not be allowed to put on a Washington football jersey again. He should not. He should be released. He needs to be cut. We need to sign a different kicker. I don't care if the next kicker missed kicks. I just don't want to see Dustin Hopkins miss kicks anymore. Give somebody else a chance. I think we have a practice squad kicker. I don't even know his name, but the kicker is killing us. Dustin's killing us, man. He's killing us. He missed a 43-yarder in the first half. And, of course, it comes back to bite us in the butt like it did against the Giants. It comes back to bite us in the butt every time. The delay of game in the fourth quarter on the last drive, that's inexcusable. That pushed us back 5 yards. Steve Sims with a drop. That hurt us too. I mean, Dustin still made the kick, but those were some bonehead mistakes. I hope Cornelius Lucas is okay. David Sharp came in to fill in for him. He was a little iffy. He had a penalty. Alex Smith played well. I gotta give him his credit, man. He didn't turn the football over. I don't think he threw a touchdown, but he played well. I gotta give him his credit, man. I'm gonna look at the numbers real quick. He played well. Kendall Fuller got beat deep by Marvin Hall in the beginning. That was bad. They called a pass interference on him. I don't know about that call. That was a questionable call on that, but Marvin Hall still beat him deep. We really almost let the Lions score. Quintez Cephas beat us deep before they even got in field goal range. That could have been a game right there. So that was inexcusable. The defense, Jack Del Rio. I'm a Jack Del Rio fan. I like Jack Del Rio. I really do think he's a legendary defensive coordinator. I think he's a heck of a defensive coach, but some things have been questionable, man. We're giving up 30 points almost every game. I know some of them have been turnovers in the beginning with Haskins throwing turnovers, but we're still giving up 30 points. We still can't stop the run. DeAndre Swift, of course, Adrian Peterson had a big run. Of course he did. And he had a catch, too. You know, the coaches said he can't catch at the backfield. You know what? He's going to catch the ball, and he almost got a first down. The Terry McLaurin fumble call, that was ridiculous. That his knee was clearly on the floor. His knee was clearly on the turf. It was clear as day. He went down. I don't even know if it was a catch. I mean, he made a football move after he took the 2 steps, so it is a catch. But he was clearly down. The man was down. You could see it. They stopped the camera and everything. Aqib Talib was on the commentary. He said it was questionable. This was his first time commentating. You could tell. I think Aqib Talib will be better, but who cares? Terry McLaurin, I thought his knee was down. You know, I mean, I'm a Washington fan, so I could be biased, but his knee was down, and that was a huge play right there because once again we're in the red zone. Scott Turner was. It's hard to grade Scott Turner. And I've given him like a C so far because we can never run the football. We can't get an established run game going. Not all of it is Scott's fault, but there's some plays where he just tries to get too pretty and too cute with reverse plays and trick reverse plays that are not really working. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and that put us out of field goal range. That killed us in the first quarter because we could have been up 7-0. We were on their 10-yard line. We take a 20-yard sack on Alex, or no, we lose 10 yards from the reverse play. Then we get sacked for 10 yards, and that puts us way back even out of field goal range. Those are back-breaking plays, back-breaking decisions that we're just not good enough to come back from and win games. We can come back and make it competitive like we did against the Giants or like we did today, but we're not good enough to finish the game and win the game. We're good enough to be competitive. We're good enough to stay in ball games. We're good enough for Alex Smith to rally the troops back and lead us back down from 17, 20 points. That's what we're good enough to do, but we're just not good enough to finish games off. We're not good enough. I don't think we're beating the Bengals next week. There's no reason for me to believe that we're going to beat the Bengals. There's just no reason. I don't care if the Bengals are 2-7, 2-8, whatever they are. I watch Joe Burrow. He looks good. They have weapons. They have T. Higgins. They have Tyler Boyd. They have A.J. Green. They have those guys, and I don't see us beating the Bengals. The Bengals beat the Titans 41-21, so don't forget about it. I got us losing next week to the Bengals. Gibson, running game. Gibson had 13 carries for 45 yards. Got to give him the ball more. Of course, we start off down, so you really can't give him the ball that much. 13 carries for 45 yards, 3.5 yards per carry. Jaden McKissick was good catching the football. He had a couple of drops here and there. Logan Thomas, there was a big play, fourth and 13. Logan Thomas stepped up and made a huge catch. Cam Sims played well. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Cam Sims. Cam Sims has definitely stepped up. And I'm not going to say a pleasant surprise because this is what we've been waiting for from Cam Sims. People have been waiting on Cam Sims to blossom for 3 years now. 2 to 3 years now? At least 2 years. I know that he's finally getting his opportunity. He's playing well. Four catches for 54 yards. The numbers aren't huge, but he made some big time catches. Terry Malone had 7 catches for 95 yards. Logan Thomas, 4 catches for 66 yards. So Logan Thomas played a lot better. He played a lot. I'll give him that. He played a lot better than what he did against the Giants game. You couldn't get any worse, but he played better. The pass rush, once again, I don't think we got any sacks today. I don't think we got any sacks at all. Cameron Curl got 1 sack, and he's not a defensive lineman. He's a safety. So off of the safety blitz, we got a sack. The Kevin Pierre-Louis helmet-to-helmet hit in the beginning, I thought that was a questionable call. I thought that was a legitimate hit. I don't think it was like a John Bostic type hit. That was actually a football play. It was a football play where the John Bostic hit was kind of questionable, where he hit Andy Dalton. I feel like Kevin Pierre-Louis maybe was a little unnecessary, but at the same time, I think it was a football play because John Bostic had him by his feet, and Bostic. This was in the first half. I know you guys remember the play, but that was a big play too because I think they ended up scoring on that drive where we could have got off the field on that drive. That was a questionable call. So the rest were just they were pretty bad. They get about a D- or an F. Today, Kendall Fuller and Jimmy Moreland, they got beat deep on one play by Marvin Jones. That was inexcusable, bad communication right there. That was like a Josh Norman kind of coverage play right there. That was bad, inexcusable. Offensive line was decent. They held up enough for Alex. They held up enough for Alex. Didn't do great in the run game, but this loss sucks, man. This loss sucks. Matt Stafford, it looked like he hurt his hand in the beginning. Danny Johnson had a good return. He was better in the return game. The return game was better today. Punt returning, we actually caught the football. Fair catches, caught the football. So we didn't beat ourselves in that. That's what killed us against the Giants. Matt Prater he's a heck of a kicker, man. I gotta give him his credit, man. I gotta give him his credit, man. Isaiah Wright played well too. He made some big catches too. Gotta give Isaiah Wright his credit as well. Scott Turner, he's just got to be better. But Alex played well. Matt Stafford was 24 for 33, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. We don't force turnovers. We got to force turnovers somehow. We got to force. DeAndre Swift, 16 carries for 81 yards, no touchdowns. Marvin Jones Jr. had a heck of a day, 8 catches for 96 yards and 1 touchdown. That's a guy, we got to go after Marvin Jones in free agency. I think we should go after him. The receivers that are in free agency, we got to go after him. The linebackers, John Boston, we couldn't stop the run once again. We just couldn't. The middle was wide open, guys running through the gap. DeAndre Swift, I think it was a 3rd and 22 play or a 2nd and 22. They had a penalty and it was 2nd and 22. They're in their own territory. DeAndre Swift just catches a screen pass and scampers up for the first down. There was too many big runs. Jack Del Rio, he talks a lot on Twitter. Sometimes he talks about politics on Twitter. He gets baited into arguments about that. He's got to do better, man. He's got to do better. As a coordinator. We're getting beat on long runs. Teams running the football all up the middle, and we're getting killed. We're getting killed in the middle of the field, the middle of the defensive line. They're just running up the middle, and they're confident. They know they can. They know they can go back to it and keep doing it. Matt Patricia, he survives to fight another day. The Giants did beat the Eagles, so I'll look at the standings real quick as well. There's no point. I'm over the division race. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. But this is one thing I will say. We are tied with the Cowboys for last in the division. The Giants are 3-7. Philly is 3-5-1. So Philly is still in first place. They're still in first place. So we'll talk about the division a little bit here, but I'm kind of fed up with talking about the division. I'm kind of done with that race. People want Haskins to be in the game. I don't blame you. If we're gonna keep losing, you might as well keep him in and get the better draft pick because I don't see us really winning a lot of games. And I know you don't have to win a lot of games to win the NFC least, but I still don't see us winning the NFC Least. Every time we have an opportunity to move up in the race for NFC Least, we drop the ball, we fumble the bag, we find some way to mess it up. We always start down 17-0, 10-0. My keys to the game were not to turn over the football. The fumble was iffy, and not to start off down 10-0. And of course, we didn't do that. Running the football, well, I wanted us to do that. We weren't really effective running the football today at all. So another loss in the stat book. 2-7, 2-7, man, 2-7. And I guess I'll look at the draft order as well. Might as well look at the draft order. Right now, we would have the 4th pick of the draft. We are in 4th. We are the 4th worst team in the league. I might be wrong because the Chargers are 2-6, Houston's 2-7, we're 2-7, Dallas is 2-7. The Jaguars are 1-8. They lost today. They almost won against the Packers. So right now we are really 4th. We're 4th in the draft. We're 4th in the draft order right now. So thank you guys for joining the chat today in the flip chat. Make sure you do join. Don't miss out. I do flip picks. Not every game, but the winner was. I'll shout out the winner real quick. Who won the flip picks? Skins fan all day 21. Not my man Burgundy and Gold fan all day. Skins fan all day 21. He won the flip pick. So make sure that you DM me your PayPal or Venmo, and I will send you the money. Skins fan all day 21. Not Burgundy and Gold fan all day, but Skins fan all day 21. He won the flip pick chat leaderboard, the fantasy pick. So. Once again, Alex Smith played well, man. I was impressed. I was impressed by Alex Smith. I was impressed. I thought he made some good plays. He did miss some guys. He missed Logan Thomas on a wide open pass. He missed McKissick a couple of times on a wide open pass in the first half where he could have caught a touchdown. That was a big miss right there, and that led to the fumble on one of the next plays after that. So we're just not a good football team. It is what it is. I think we should definitely get better draft capital. I'm not going to say tank because I just don't think we're good anyway. We're just going to lose games anyway, so I'm not going to say the word tank. But I think we definitely should look at draft capital. And if we lose against the Bengals and we lose against the Cowboys, it probably is Dwayne Haskins' time. And then, unfortunately, Dwayne Haskins is going to have to play against the Steelers and the Seahawks and all the tough teams. And, he's going to get he's got to, if we lose to the Bengals and Cowboys, he's going to have to play against the Steelers, the Niners, the Seahawks, and the Panthers. So he'll probably get the tough part of the schedule once again. So that's probably what's going to happen. That's my prediction. We're probably going to lose to the Bengals. I don't know about the Cowboys. We might actually beat the Cowboys. And then after that, if we do lose both, Haskins will be thrown back into the fire. We're going to play against the Steelers with Big Ben and get blown out. And then the Niners aren't that great because they don't have Jimmy G. Jimmy G's not good anyway. George Kittle's he's out. And then the Panthers are actually good though. So we'll see what happens, man. It is what it is. Another loss, another crying in your beer type of day, man. So just not getting my hopes up anymore. So. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys think, man. Hail to the football team. And if you're still a fan, man, you're a real fan. We're all real fans. Thank you guys for watching the videos and staying subscribed because this has been tough these last 2 years. It's been tough under the Dan Snyder era. It's been tough. But, man, it's been rough. It's been really rough that we can't even win an NFC least. That's probably going to be one at 5-10-1. So, all right, y'all. Hail to the football team. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace.